My ex-girlfriend passed away.
Oh no, really? What happened?
My ex-girlfriend Karen died a sudden death. I'm going to go pay my respects tonight, so I won't be coming home.
But she's your ex-girlfriend, right? Can't you just send a card or flowers? You're her ex-boyfriend. You don't need to pay your respects in person. That would be weird.
But we used to be really close. I want to go see her family directly. Even after Karen and I broke up, we remained close friends. I can't believe that she's gone.
Oh, I can see that you're really upset and you have every right to be, but do you really need to go pay your respects in person? It's a shame she's gone, but I still don't understand why you need to go over to her house. Won't it be uncomfortable for her family?
Why would they be uncomfortable? They love me.
I'm sure that they're grieving privately. Maybe you should just let them be for now. You could attend her funeral, but there's no need for you to visit her house. That's too much. I'm sure that her family will be surprised to see you. They won't be expecting you.
You don't get it. They're like a second family to me. They won't be surprised. I'm close to her parents.
I see. Was Karen married?
No, she wasn't. Why do you ask?
Well, if she was, it would be awkward for her husband to see Karen's ex-boyfriend show up.
Look, you don't have to worry about anything. This is something that I want to do. I'm going, and that's that.
Okay, fine. Since you were close friends, I guess it makes sense that you still want to talk to her family.
I'm going to see if her family needs help with anything. So, if necessary, I'm going to stay with them for more than one night.
I see. I didn't know that you were so close to her family. I kind of thought that you would mention them to me. I mean, we've been married for a while now. So you and Karen were hanging out as friends even after we got married?
Yes, sometimes. I tell you whenever I have plans to go see my friends.
Yes, you do, but you have so many friends, I never know who you're with. This is the first time that I realized that you were still good friends with one of your ex-girlfriends. You could have mentioned that one of your friends was an ex-girlfriend that you were fairly serious about. I'm a little hurt that you failed to mention this to me.
This is not the time for you to be jealous. Karen is dead. Stop being so selfish. I lost a good friend. If anything, you should be comforting me.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, you're right. I'm just surprised to know that you two are so close, but now is not the time to be jealous. Have a safe drive down to Karen's house.
I want to comfort them with my presence. I'm going to help them with the funeral arrangements.
Do you really need to go out of your way to do all that? It's not like Karen was your ex-wife. It's a little weird.
I'm just trying to be there for a family that needs emotional support right now. How's that weird? Why are you trying to make me feel guilty for doing something nice?
That's not what I'm trying to do here. I just don't understand why this is so important to you.
I told you that I'm close to her family as well. I want to help out. Can you imagine losing a daughter when she was still so young? They're devastated.
Yes, I can imagine. So, am I the one being unreasonable here? I just feel like something's not right.
Yes, you're the one acting nuts.
You really think so? Do you have enough clothes with you? Do you need me to bring you anything?
That's okay, I have enough. You don't need to drive out here. It'll just make things complicated.
But Karen was only a friend, right? I don't think that it would be weird for me to go over and hand you some extra sets of clothing. It's really not a problem for me. Tell me where you are right now.
I'm in the next town over, but you don't need to come. I don't need extra clothes. Just leave me alone. I can take care of myself. Karen left us so early that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I want to help out with the funeral, and once that's over, I'll come home. You didn't even know her. You don't need to get involved.
Okay, fine, but there's no need for you to be so cold to me. I was only trying to help. I had no idea that you cared so much about Karen. I would have liked to meet her. Let me know if you need anything from me then. Harry, tell me what's going on.
What do you want? I'm busy. Don't text me unless it's an emergency.
What are you busy with?
You can't be serious. Karen's funeral, you idiot. I told you that.
Yes, you did.
I'm at a funeral. Don't text me.
Why are you the one hosting the funeral? It doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
You were acting strange, so I decided to come to the funeral as well. I was shocked to see that you were the one hosting the funeral, so I left, and now I'm trying to calm down at a nearby cafe. I went to Karen's funeral, and for some reason, my husband was the host. It doesn't make any sense. You need to explain to me. And then you said, "Thank you for coming to my wife, Karen's funeral." Harry, you're my husband, right? What the hell is going on? I'm waiting for a reasonable explanation.
So you were at the funeral then? How did you even know where the funeral was taking place?
I looked up all the funeral homes in the town next to ours, and I called them up to see if a woman named Karen around our age was being buried. I ask you again, why are you hosting her funeral? How is Karen your wife? I thought that I was your wife.
I asked you to not come looking for me. Why did you do that? Don't ruin Karen's funeral. This is the last time that I get to be with her.
How can you be angry about this? I'm the one that's livid. This means that you were married to two women at the same time. Why am I only finding out about this now?
What?
I got the truth from your relatives at the funeral, so you can't deny anything. Not only were you cheating on me, but Karen was your concubine.
Who told you that? You'd better not have said anything to my relatives to complicate matters.
Like what? I might have mentioned that the person they thought was Karen's husband is actually married to me?
How dare you! Today was supposed to be about Karen!
Karen's family and relatives seemed shocked, but they were holding it together for the funeral. I guess that they'll want to talk to you after the funeral, though.
You ruined the funeral! How could you? I can't believe that this is happening right now.
Don't act like the victim here. I'm the one that wants to shout and scream. You did this to me, and I have every right to be furious with you. I'm filing for a divorce, and you're going to pay me for the damages.
A divorce? Why? Is that necessary?
Do you really have to ask, idiot? You had an affair, and on top of that, you let everyone think that she was your only wife. You've got to be kidding me. But you've made it easy for me. You basically made a public announcement about your affair at the funeral.
It wasn't an affair. Karen really was my wife.
I see. Then I guess our marriage wasn't what I thought it was. I'll never know which marriage meant more to you, but whatever. Now I know that all those late nights in the office and business trips were lies. You were with Karen.
I never lied. This is a big misunderstanding.
I already checked with your office. They say that you always leave the office on time and that your job doesn't require you to go on business trips.
You what?
So stop lying, you asshole. I want the truth. I was stupid enough to think that you were working hard. There were times when you told me that you were working late and had to spend the night at the office. And you had so many business trips. I sat at home thinking that you were really busy with work. I never imagined that you had a whole other life that I didn't know about.
You've got it all wrong. Let's talk about this. Let me explain it to you.
You don't need to say anything. I get it. You're a real piece of shit, and I should have never married you.
Give me a chance to explain myself.
You just want to make excuses and justify your actions. You made it very clear to me today that you were in love with Karen and that the life that I've been living is a big fat lie. Let's end this here. It was nice knowing you.
We are husband and wife. We need to talk about this.
By the way, Karen's family didn't seem to know that you were married to me. I'm sure that they're very upset with you right now, as am I.
How can you do this to Karen's family? They just lost their daughter. And they love me. What are they going to think now? You didn't have to go out of your way to complicate things.
Yes, you said that before, but I have no obligation to listen to you. Karen's family told me that you told them that you couldn't legally marry her because of your religion. I had no idea that you were so religious. Karen's family did not appreciate being lied to like that. I bet that they'll be suing you too.
Why would they sue me? Melanie, you need to calm down. There's no need for you to sue me. We can work this out.
Well, first of all, you need to pay me alimony for lying and cheating on me. And I'm divorcing you ASAP. I can't believe that you were cheating on me this entire time. I'm a fool. And you were telling everyone that Karen was your wife. How could you do this to me? Don't you care enough about me at all? This is all so stupid. It makes me want to laugh.
But Karen's gone now. You have nothing to worry about. You're my only wife now, and I won't do anything to jeopardize that anymore.
How can you tell me not to worry? Karen's death must be so convenient for you right now. You're a monster. Karen might be dead, but you shouldn't disrespect her like this. I've never met her, but I feel sorry for her. Meeting you was the biggest mistake of her life. And you're going to go to hell for what you did to the both of us.
Don't be so dramatic. You need to calm down. We can work out our issues. I'm open to getting some marriage counseling.
There's no need because I'm divorcing you. I won't change my mind. You do remember that you only have your job because my father is on the executive board, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm sure that my father wouldn't want you at the same company as him when he finds out what you did to me. He'll fire you for sure.
He wouldn't do that. I can't lose my job over this. What am I going to do? How am I going to pay my living expenses? I've been a good husband to you. You never doubted me until today.
Did you think that you could marry more than one person? What world do you live in? You should move to a country that permits polygamy. I'm divorcing you and getting alimony. That's the least that you could do for me. I won't ever forgive you, and you mean nothing to me now. I'm telling my parents about this, and you'll be fired.
Karen's parents are already upset with me. Do you really need to involve your parents too? I've never seen them so mad. Today would have gone well if you hadn't gotten involved.
How can you try to blame this on me, you dumbass? We all have the right to be mad at you. You did this to us. Own up to it. You don't deserve to have anyone on your side. And you'll lose your job. This is the punishment that you asked for.
Why are you being so harsh? I just lost Karen.
I'm not harsh. You need to deal with this on your own. You should lose everything and become homeless. You can live on a riverside and feed on wild grass.
How can you wish this on me?
How could I not? Goodbye, Harry. I can't wait for you to rot in hell. Harry. They were going to sue him for creating a life with Karen that was based on a big lie. As I had predicted, my father was furious with Harry, and he was fired from his company. Harry had no choice but to pay money to both me and Karen's family, but he was jobless and homeless. It's gonna take him a very long time to pay what is owed to us. But he deserves every bit of it. He shouldn't have messed with either me or Karen in the first place. Now that I'm divorced from Harry, I'm free from all of the pain. I'm glad that I didn't spend the rest of my life being married to a total fraud. I hope that Harry spends the rest of his life regretting his poor choices, and he better pay me alimony no matter how long it takes.